With a fascinating historical heritage, rich cultural diversity, extraordinary scenic beauty, and friendly people, Ghana is a charming blend of old and new. Ghanaian cuisine has a wide variety of traditional dishes such as the popular waakye, a rice and beans combination which is both delicious and nutritious. Waakye was earlier mainly in northern Ghana but has now gained national status and is loved by grown-ups and children alike. It is more popular as a street food. It is also eaten in Nigeria where it is prepared in slightly different ways. Waakye is usually served for breakfast or lunch with a typical Ghanaian spicy pepper sauce. It can be a meal in itself or it can be eaten with boiled eggs and or with a stew or fish, chicken, beef or vegetables. We found a hub somewhere in the Lausa where Nigerians and some Northerners have fallen in love with this international delicacy.
The food popularly known as waakye is not called waakye. The original and the correct name of that food is waakye. It is pronounced as waakye because it is a Ghanaian food, basically from Accra, Ghana. And you don't start by cooking it with normal white water. And it's also a combination of rice and beans. The rice should be more than the beans. So now you need to start by adding a leaf because there is a leaf that brings out the color. And that leaf is called korokoro leaf. You can get it from the market. The leaf also has its own nutrient because sometimes if you go for herbal medicine, they can tell you that that leaf serves as blood tonic. It's not just ordinary leaf. It's relevant. You can use it as blood tonic. Most times for people that are not feeling too well, they give them that korokoro leaf. So now you need that korokoro leaf, which is reddish in color. Then you add a little potash that brings out its own taste. And that is how the color becomes red. So when you put it on fire, the first thing you should put next after the water, because the color changes immediately you add that little potash and the korokoro leaf. So when you put it on fire, the next thing you should do is to add your beans. Now when the beans is a little bit softened, you then wash your rice, then add it. Immediately you wash the rice, you add your salt. You don't get to use spoon to turn because it will burn. So you use the stick, the wooden stick to turn it. Then you just add your salt and know how to minimize the water so you will not make it to be like what they call tuwo, all sticky and gummish and very soft. And just cover it. When you cover it, it will boil. But make sure you check maybe like 5 minutes or 7 minutes interval. You check so you can be able to turn because most times the one on top will boil faster than the one under. So when you turn, you are mixing all of them together so that they'll be able to boil together. If you just leave it to boil like normal rice and beans, I'm sorry, but it won't be possible. So you need to turn from under, up, up, under. You don't leave it like that. If you should leave it like that, you open it. Wow, my rice is looking good. Because that's what you get to see from the layer. But by the time you now turn from under, you notice that the one under is not really well boiled. So you should just try as much as possible to check so you can turn. And you can use a nylon to just cover the top. And then use your normal cover to cover. So it will now steam up. That's why most times, even if the rice is not completely dried, you can bring it down if it's burning too much and the water is not really dried. That's how the nylon helps. You can bring it down because the fire will be too much. Now the nylon is still there, you just cover it. Now the steam, the vapor, it will make the rice to be softened and dried on its own. So you don't need to wait for it to just... But normally, if you know how to minimize your water, if you know how to arrange the food and everything, it will be perfectly boiled. Just make sure that before you remove it from the fire, you will see that it's remaining just a few minutes for it to get done. So after turning, just use that nylon to cover the top and then use your normal cover so that it will steam and it will boil because of the vapor. And your rice is ready. Your waakye is ready.